Hey guys, Morgan from Adventuring with a Minor on Instagram, and today I'm going to share with you one of my most used and most loved pieces of equipment other than my snowboard. That's definitely my most loved. I wish it was my most used too, but on a day-to-day basis, this is my most used piece of equipment. This is the MountainTop 40-liter camping hiking backpack. I use it as a day pack. Yes, a day pack, 40 liters. I know, kind of big. Unless you're a parent, in which case you're probably like, I need 60 liters for the day. I only got one kid, so that helps. But this thing has served me well over the past 4 years. I originally bought this as a kind of like temporary bag until I decided what I actually wanted to sink my money into. But I have zero plans to replacement. This bag is awesome. And its price point is only about $30 to $40 on Amazon. I paid $29 for it. Right now it's listed at $36, which is an amazing, if you've looked at bags, that's amazing for this fully loaded, awesome features backpack. So let me show you. One thing I wanted in a bag was a padded back, or some sort of rigidity support system. So it's got padding. It also has sort of a plastic piece in the back that gives it that rigidity, helps it be more comfortable to carry for long periods of time, especially if you have it fully loaded. The straps are fully padded all the way down. You even can adjust with the webbing here how they kind of sit. They've got loops. The webbing is sewn down, so you've got loops. You can clip stuff to this. Chest clip, that was one thing that I really wanted. If you've carried a bag for a long period of time without one, you know, or maybe you don't know, but now you do know, you want one of these. Even got a little loop on the chest clip and a built-in safety whistle, which is fantastic. Big thing I knew I wanted was a waist strap. And I knew a lot of day packs have these dinky little webbing only straps. If you're carrying much more than a few pounds for a long period of time and you clip this around your waist, after a little bit, it's gonna be digging into your sides and it is not gonna be helping anything. So I love that the waist strap is nice and wide. There really isn't any padding per se in it, but the width really helps distribute that weight over your hips, which is great. Also has a little built-in pouch for, you know, your snacks, clearly. Chapstick, little things you want to keep handy. My phone doesn't fit in here. Probably most people's phones won't fit in here anymore. But yeah, very handy. It also has a little pocket right here. Not really sure what that's for. So you know what I'm supposed to use that for? Let me know. I only recently discovered that. On the bottom, got a couple straps here that you can adjust. This is great if you want to take it out for a quick overnight backpacking trip. You could put your, sleeping mat under here, other gear under here and tighten it up. I've often rolled up a towel and shoved it under here. You also got a couple little handy straps on the front here as well, clip stuff too. Some elastic on the front here that is adjustable. Again, I've shoved towels, jacket, shoes, things like that all in here. And then it's got two very generously sized elastic netting pockets on the side. Another big complaint I have with a lot of bags is that the pockets are not deep enough, not tall enough. You put a water bottle in and it literally comes to here, and then I feel like risking losing your water bottle the entire time. I put some big water bottles in here, and this elastic stretches out. There's tons of room in here. I even keep, baggies. Another necessity, if you're a parent, you need to carry with you. So yeah, I love that these are so generously sized. Also has a piece of zigzag webbing here that you can unclip, or you can also tighten. Handy thing that I mostly just use when I have this thing fully loaded and we're traveling and I need to make it look as small as possible. So then in the main part of the bag, you have 3 compartments. You have a little front compartment here. I usually carry stuff like bug spray, necessity here in mosquito infested mid-Atlantic. And then a little sit mat. I absolutely love this thing. Here's another little thing I love. Great tip, if you take your kids out to play in nature and you sit and watch them, this little thing is fantastic. Saves my butt, gives me extra warmth if it's cold outside. Yeah, great little thing to add to your gear bag, so just a tip. And then in the middle compartment, if I can find the zipper, it has a little netted part here at the top to catch little items, you know, like pouches, beef jerky, toilet paper. And then it also has a very sizable section down here, which you can shove things like hairbrushes and bite and sting kits in. Then the main compartment is again very generously sized. I have shoved so much stuff in here. It is not fully loaded. Normally I am throwing our lunch box on the top, but super generously sized. I have stuff like our waterproof blanket, first aid kit, stuff like that in here. And then it also does have an elastic little back pocket. You could use it. I've used it when we've traveled for a laptop. The folder that has all of our travel information in it as well. And then because there's a little padding on the back here, it does help keep sort of that a little bit safe, but also keeps it from kind of, you know, affecting your back as much. If you're using this for hiking in the day pack, I do throw stuff like our folders for our park quest for the state of Maryland state parks system. You know, keep things like maps or little field guides in it as well. And it does also have the camelback capability. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. So you have your little opening here and your clips at the top to hook in a camelback, and that can also fit in this back little pouch. I'll be honest, I'm not a camelback fan, so I've never really used that feature, but if that's something that you like, it has that as well. So this bag is fully loaded. Honestly, I can't really think of anything else I would want in a bag, especially at this price point. And I love recommending this bag. And they have bigger bags. They have backpacking sized backpacks. They have smaller bags. They have kids bags as well. And I love recommending this brand because I love their price point. I think the quality of their stuff is just as good as the more expensive stuff. I mean, honestly, I've literally drugged this thing through the woods and around the world, and it has held up just fine. A big complaint I have when I see people asking for bag recommendations or just equipment recommendations in general is a lot of times people are recommending stuff that is $75, $80, $100. And sometimes I see comments from people who are like, I just can't afford that. And I love when I find good equipment at a reasonable price and I can recommend it to people, because I think that is a big barrier to outdoor experiences for many families. You know, I didn't necessarily have $100+ to drop on a backpack. I was so thrilled to find this one, and I thought it was going to be kind of a temporary fix until I found what I wanted and saved the money and invested in it. Because I do think investing in more expensive gear is sometimes worth it. But when I can find good gear at an affordable price, and I don't think you need to eventually upgrade it, I love it, which is why this is one of my most recommended and my favorite items to recommend to people who are looking to explore the outdoors more. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, I'll try to remember to link the Amazon link below so you can check out their bags. And if you have anything else to add or you have a question or comment, feel free to drop it below. Thanks, guys.